So, hi you guys. This is Anne Marie. Um, I've been, traveling, so I am starting my little travel that I told you guys about. So, I'm probably going to be dropping 2 videos a week for the next couple of weeks rather than 3. But I want to take a minute and just say, don't give up. I've been reading a lot of my comments, and I hear people, sound very resigned to the racism and the white supremacy um, that they're dealing with in the United States, especially, but it's global, by the way, um, and in their workplaces. And I'm hearing a lot of resignation, and I do not make these videos to make people feel resigned to dealing with these things. Um, while things are not what we would want them to be in 2024, they're better than they were in 1924, before I was born, right? When some of our grandparents and great grandparents were having to deal with these things. So I think it's important to realize that progress has been made, but in order for more progress to be made, we have to fight for the things that we want. We have to stand up for ourselves. We have to demand better. What we don't do is just say, "Oh well, this is just the way it is, and so there's nothing I can do." There's always something you can do. You can stand up for yourself. You can leave these environments. You can make them pay you to leave these environments. What you should never do is give up. Don't give up. Don't give in. Stand up for yourself. Teach your kids to stand up for themselves. Exercise the rights that you have to the fullest extent you possibly can. This is why I have made some of the posts and made some of the comments and called some of us out or called some of us in, however you want to look at it, about our positions going into this in this election, which is less than 80 days away. Now is not the time for complacency. Now is not the time for resignation. The decisions and the choices that you make now are not only going to decide what kind of workplace you go into next year, 2025, it's going to decide what kind of workplaces your children, your grandchildren go into. So don't give up and don't resign yourself to anything. Fight for what it is that you believe that you deserve and what you believe your families deserve for the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors. We should not be resigned. We should not give up on anything, because the reality is that our existences may not be what it should be, because we are not equal citizens in the United States of America. But we're definitely in a better position than many of our ancestors were. So let us not resign ourselves. Let us assign ourselves to fight for what we deserve, to fight for ourselves, fight for others that look like us, fight for our own children and grandchildren's future. That's why I do it. I don't just do it to help people that I know I will never meet, but I do it because I have a child that still lives in the US, even though I don't live there. And I think it's very important for me to not only teach him, but to also inform people, educate people, so that they can try to create better work environments for all of us to work in, especially the generations coming behind us, right? So I don't make these videos for you to resign yourselves that, oh, there's nothing I can do. Yes, there is. That's literally why I make these videos, to tell you what you can do. So do not believe that you have to just stay and take it and just resign yourself to the idea that this cannot change. It can change, but it will never change unless we collectively push for the change that we want, and we individually refuse to tolerate the behavior that certain people are now seeking to display because they're feeling empowered. They think they already know the outcome, right? But they don't know the outcome. There's only one entity that knows the outcome, and it ain't none of us. So the outcome is going to be what you want it to be if you fight for the outcome that you want. So if you don't want to live in a society that's governed by Project 2025, then you need to take the necessary steps to make sure that that doesn't happen, because your workplace can either be better or it can be worse. And I always tell people, I'm always grateful every single day I wake up, because I realize that things can always be worse, as well as that things can always be better. So it's our responsibility to fight for what we want rather than resigning ourselves to what we have. I wouldn't have the life that I have now if I wasn't willing to do what it took to get it. And so I provide this information to give us the tools and the knowledge and the information that we need to have for us to fight for what we want, not for you to take in this information and resign yourself that nothing can change. So I just wanted to come on here real quick and say that. I've already shared that I will be traveling a lot, so I will not be as available for discovery calls. And I also will not be as available for doing one-to-one consulting. So I have put together a course on mastering separation agreements, as well as teaching you how to cash out of discriminatory hostile work environments and make how to make your employer pay you when they're wrong and when they have violated your rights, what you can do to make them pay you to leave those environments without having to file a lawsuit or hire an attorney if that's not what you want to do. I mean, if by all means, if that's what you want to do, go forth and do so, but you don't have to. And so both of my courses are on sale. The new course just dropped on Friday, and my existing course is now on sale as well. They're both on sale till the end of September. So if these are things that you are interested in, I highly recommend that you take advantage of the sales right now. Don't come to me on October 1st and say, oh, I missed, and can you lower the price for one more day? The answer will be no. So while I'm unavailable to, do discovery calls and take more new one-to-one clients, I'm putting this stuff out and available for sale. There won't be another sale until the holiday season arrives near the end of the year. So, and I don't know what those sale prices will be yet. So I don't know that they will be lower or whether they will be higher. So just keep that in mind, and just remember that until September 30, these sale prices will be in place. So if you are a person who can't get on a discovery call and you had questions about this, or you're dealing with this, you're in the throes of this right now, and you want to understand what you need to do in order to be able to confront it effectively and ask for an exit, that course is on sale. And if you have just been presented with a separation agreement in connection with behavior that you believe your employer has engaged in illegal behavior, and in the context of that, they have presented you with a separation agreement, you can take that course and learn how to negotiate, right? So I hope that's helpful. All of these things are intended for you to fight and to use knowledge to fight back against wrongdoing in your workplace. It's not to resign you to the idea that this is just the way it has to be and there's nothing you can do. That's not the case at all. We have the ability to change our realities, and nothing changes in your life until you change. The biggest thing that you have to change is what you believe. And what you believe is what you can achieve. If you believe you can do nothing, then nothing is what you will do. So I really want us to remember that we still have control over what happens to us. Take control of your life and do what it takes to have the life that you want and the life that you deserve. Hope this is helpful. As always, I'm Anne-Marie, the anti-HR lady. HR is not your enemy, but they're definitely not your friend. But I am. See you guys in the next video. Bye.